When you've been drinking too much or using drugs or marijuana and you're out on the road, you're impaired. And impaired driving causes numerous accidents with injuries and deaths every year. Hello, I'm Eli Castronova. I represent injured people and families of those who have been killed on the road with regards to impaired driving in Los Angeles, California. When people are driving impaired, whether it's because they've been drinking too much or they've been using drugs, including marijuana, then their abilities to perceive the correct maneuver to make on the road, including speed, braking, and avoiding other cars, is impaired. I have represented dozens of clients and families of people that have been killed in car accidents involving people who have been drinking or are otherwise impaired on the road. Last year, over 1,200 people were killed in California alone as a result of impaired driving, and much more than that, up to 35,000 plus in the United States. It's an epidemic. It's especially problematic now that COVID is over and there's many more cars back on the road. People are driving faster. They are driving impaired, using cell phones, and especially drinking or using drugs and driving. I want to talk about two particular very poignant cases that I have handled with regards to impaired driving in the past couple of years. One of them involved a young man who was out celebrating his birthday, and he was coming back from having dinner with friends, just 32 years old. As he drove down the 101 freeway about 2 in the morning, a drunk driver ran into a construction zone sign and then came back out on the road and crashed into my client's car. Well, my client doesn't remember what happened because he was subsequently hit by another vehicle while his car was disabled, and he suffered severe brain damage. He was in a coma for over a month, and when he came out of the coma, he was not the same. It took us 3 years of litigation to bring the insurance company to the settlement table. In this case, that was very, very clear. We were able to settle the case eventually for multi-million dollars. But this young man will never be the same. But we stood by him. We kept him informed at every step of the case as to what was going on. We met with his family and told them what to expect. We had him tested by experts to prove that he was brain damaged, even though to all appearances he seemed to be normal. He was a financial banker. He could never do that again. So we worked up his loss of earnings over the course of his life. And by doing that and also working up the kind of treatment he needs in the future, we were able to get this young man some sort of compensation that will help him have a semblance of normal life going into the future. But even after we settled the case, we had to deal with the health insurance company that had paid over $1 million in bills. They had an insurance plan that was based upon what we call ERISA. And what that means is that they could force the injured person to pay back the bills dollar for dollar from the settlement. But rather than just do that, we undertook a gargantuan effort to reduce those bills down to put more money in our client's pocket. And that's what all good attorneys and competent attorneys and attorneys that care about their clients do. We were able to reduce the medical bills that were over $1 million down to $300,000. And this effectively put almost $1 million more into the client's pocket. So It's okay to drink, and it's okay if you want to smoke marijuana, it's legal. But just don't get behind the wheel of a car. Use a ride-sharing app. So nothing like this can happen to another client like this young man. Another accident that occurred was when a Uber driver was driving after having smoked marijuana. He was driving down a road and made an unsafe left turn because he was impaired, right in front of a young man's motorcycle, and hit him and killed him. We are representing the family for that young man, and a wonderful family they are. And we think that Uber, in this case, or Lyft in another case we have, will be made to pay millions of dollars to help his family somehow overcome this loss. And they've been very, very generous because they've set up a foundation, which we're helping them with, to help other folks that are in the film industry just starting out, because that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to be an actor. He wanted to be a filmmaker. So that's what we do for clients that are injured by folks that are driving drunk or impaired. And that's what we do for all of our clients.
Hi there. I am an AI avatar reading a real Google review by Amanda Ferrer. After our family got into an accident caused by a drunk driver, attorney Eli Castronova and his office helped us get through that terrible time. They were very informative and worked quickly with all parties for resolution. Attorney Castronova was great working with my son and daughter. He was easy to talk with and treated us with kindness and respect throughout the entire process. We would definitely recommend him. Thanks for your review, Amanda Ferrer. It's appreciated.
Hi there. I am an AI avatar reading a real Google review by our Drogo Aziz. Eli Castronova is a great lawyer who has helped me get the compensation I need after being in a hit-and-run accident. He is very professional and has a lot of experience with these type of cases. Thanks for your review, our Drogo Aziz. It's appreciated.